Well, 2 weeks to find a new home. The next steps for the people who lived in a flooded Midtown apartment building that's now closing its doors.
3 teenagers shot in just over 24 hours. The latest in the cases and where you could find resources to cope.
Cease fire now!
We're going to clear the room.
Fire now! Cease fire now!
Well, protesters cannot interrupt a virtual meeting. What's on the St. Louis County Council's agenda after ralliers forced them to reschedule?
Fog not as thick this morning, but cloudy skies linger to kick off the weekend. Another round of rain tomorrow, and then a nice warming trend on the way with sunny skies next week.
The 2 head coaches I work with closely are the 2 winningest coaches in all of college football. It's how do you show up after you win?
Don't be seduced by success. The man in Milo igniting the burn for winning people across the country.
I don't owe nobody nothing.
Sound just like me. If you really want to win a game, stop pushing away your team.
A rising star in St. Louis. The middle schooler making his debut on the silver screen alongside Snoop Dogg.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
We're waking up right now with a live look at westbound 70, courtesy of the Storm Tracker. Fog should not be a problem for your commute if you live in St. Louis City or in the county, but it could cause some problems elsewhere. Our Anthony Slaughter is standing by just off to my right to tell us all about it in just a moment. But right now, I want to say good morning. It is Friday, January the 26th. I'm Randy Knott.
And I'm Michelle Lee. We just want to say thanks for joining us, including those of you who might be catching us on 5 Plus this morning. And I've been saying it all morning long. It's so great to see the roads, at least, you know, given the week that we've had.
We finally got here.
Yes, finally got here. A lot better than where we were Monday.
Yes, our conditions are improving for sure, as you saw from that shot. We do have one more chance of rain tomorrow, and then after that, a really nice forecast comes our way to round out January. We go into February with above average temperatures finally coming on back. So something to look forward to if you're tired of all of this gloom. Yes, it has been a gloomy week for sure. It hasn't been since the, well, about a week ago since we saw the sun. And even then, it wasn't much over the last weekend. Really, it's been about almost a whole week. So the dense fog advisory for areas west and north of St. Louis this morning, not including the metro area, so you should be good to go. But if you're headed out of town, if you're watching us from Rolla, traveling towards Columbia, Missouri, that's where you could have the bigger issues. But everywhere else, you see the visibility up this morning. We'll have cloudy skies linger today. Numbers will top out in the mid-40s. No rain today, but we will have rain develop first thing tomorrow, and then the sun starts to make a comeback on Sunday. We will talk about the weekend forecast and the extended outlook coming up. Let's get over to Paul now and track our traffic. Paul, we're in the 6 a.m. hour, and this is usually when things get a little rough.
Indeed. We can get very crowded. We are seeing more motorists out there, but no delays yet. 6440 at Lindbergh. Oh, wow, was this crowded yesterday just after the 7 o'clock hour, and that is difficult for so many folks who run that route. They go really, really fast with a lot of volume usually, and also up here on 70 at 6440 where the new construction project is, well, getting ready to begin. You could get crowded there as well. We'll take a comprehensive view of some of those travel times the next time we talk in just a few minutes, guys.
Thanks so much. New at 6, take a look here. This is a water main break on Olive, just outside St. Louis Police Headquarters. Our crew on the scene discovered it about an hour ago, and you can see the camera moving there, letting us know that that water is really starting to build up at Olive and 20th. There are barricades you can see right there, a city truck blocking some of the water. We can also see the cars going by, but some repairs, I should say repairs, have yet to begin. But that is a developing situation there. That is not the only water main break in St. Louis City either. An hour before that, the first calls came in for a breach at Taylor and Broadway right by O'Fallon Park. So far, no word on any boil orders or anything like that, but this April, city voters will decide on a water rate hike that would increase revenue for improving the city's infrastructure.
Also new this morning, fire crews respond to a house fire at Hamilton Heights just after 2 o'clock. Investigators don't know how the fire got started, but they say it began in the basement and then spread to the first floor. The building on Hamilton near Minerva in North St. Louis had moderate damage, but no injuries were reported.
Heritage House Apartments in Midtown is closing its doors nearly 2 weeks after sub-freezing temperatures caused those water pipes to burst.
Now displaced tenants have less than 2 weeks to figure out some new living arrangements. Our Megan Kernan joins us live from Bridgeton with the latest on the developments. Megan?
Well, it looks like we're having some audio issues with Megan. She's holding up a letter there that revealed that they're going to need to close the high-rise apartments for at least a year now. The residents staying are at the Hilton Airport Hotel. They're saying that their lives are in limbo. Nearly 2 weeks ago, when the metro area was in a deep freeze, water pipes burst at Heritage House Apartments, flooding the high-rise and causing massive damage. The property management company, which oversees Heritage House, temporarily put some people at the Ballpark Hilton downtown, if you remember. Then on Sunday, the company moved the tenants to the Hilton St. Louis Airport. So during a meeting last night at the hotel, residents were told hotel costs will be extended to February 6th. But then after that, about 160 people, many who are elderly, will have to find permanent housing.
I enjoyed it. When we moved there, it was a beautiful place. I felt proud to be a resident of Heritage House. Now it's like Nightmare on Olive Street. It's, you wouldn't even believe it's the same place.
I am so disappointed. I'm wondering, what is the level of humanity?
Well, Five on Your Side has reached out to the owners and have yet to hear back. But coming up a little later, what Heritage House will do for their tenants before they have to permanently move out. In the meantime, the Camp Jackson Fire Department in Cahokia Heights is paying for more repairs after another round of gunfire hit their building. That is the second time this month. The first happened on New Year's, and you know, if you take a look here, you can see some of the damage to the garage door and a mirror on one of their trucks.
The crime scene tech took some evidence, hoping they could figure it out. We're hoping it's somebody that's just target practicing up by the levee, and maybe it's ricocheting the same. We don't know.
Well, Chief Davis says the department hopes to install security cameras, but you can help them out by buying some raffle tickets. We actually have that information in this story under the As Seen on TV section of KSDK.com.
Teenagers in both St. Louis City and St. Louis County hit by gunfire over the past few days. One of those victims died. Our Travis Cummings is live for us at police headquarters in downtown St. Louis, tracking the data this morning for us. Travis?
Michelle and Rennie, investigators have their hands quite full this week. So far this year in 2024, there have been 33 violent crimes reported, and that's according to our KSDK tracking. And I can tell you that at least 3 juveniles are included in that number. Let's take a look at some of the most recent incidents we have been reporting since Wednesday, really early Wednesday morning. 15-year-old Vincent Robinson was dropped off at Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital, where he later died. Police say he was shot on Lucas near Washington Avenue in downtown West earlier that morning. Now, yesterday, around 2:30 in the afternoon, a 14-year-old boy was found shot in the head inside a home in South St. Louis on Missouri Avenue. He was barely conscious and breathing when he rushed to an area hospital. Investigators said the shooting appeared to be accidental. And last night, just before 6:30 in North County, a teenager was found shot in the street on Halls Ferry Road, and that's just north of Halls Ferry Circle in Jennings. He was taken to a hospital and is being treated for life-threatening injuries. And if you know anything about these incidents, you can call Crime Stoppers. That number is 866-371-TIPS. We also have a list of resources for victims and their families on KSDK.com. We're live in downtown St. Louis this morning. Travis Cummings, 5 on Your Side.
All right, let's take a break from some of the news and talk about our weather this morning. If you are getting the kids up this morning, ready for the bus stop, we do have a little bit of fog out the door this morning, but it's mostly cloud cover. I think your drive should be a lot better than it has been. No weather alert today, business as usual. Numbers cool to start and cool to finish. Numbers this afternoon will top out in the 40s. We have one more round of rain to get through tomorrow. Futurecast shows that arriving early in the morning, and it'll be a steady rain for areas south and east of St. Louis. Light showers for the metro, but nonetheless, nonetheless, these will be with us through the day. This is 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, and you can see how we're still dealing with showers. So tomorrow and Sunday will be cool days, just like today, and really like we've been all week long with 40s for highs. But we have better weather on the way for next week. By Monday, sunshine comes back in full. We'll be up near 50 and perhaps low to mid 50s coming our way through most of next week. We'll check that extended outlook coming up in just a few minutes.
Conflict in the St. Louis County Council. Our city stalwart shares how lawmakers are moving forward after a controversial meeting on Tuesday.
Plus, from the Lou to Hollywood, meet the young St. Louis actor who landed a lead role in Snoop Dogg's newest movie.